Good morning, guys. Coming at you with the next excerpt of my first story, Black and White Odyssey of Eden, the first novel in a series. Continuing where I left off last time, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. Jared shifted his gaze from the scientist down to the panel, his expression heavy, the weight of his decision suffocating his conscience. "Do you want to see?" said the scientist. "See what?" "The consequences." "Yes." Section break. Jared closed the box containing the bomb, tears pouring down his face, and a passion more powerful than anything he had ever felt through his entire life pulsated through his heart. He was choking in sorrow and in unparalleled joy. There was a chance, he thought to himself desperately. The hope flowed through him, only making the tears pour down his face more bountifully. "I will not give up," he said in a whisper, choking on the words through the tears. "Stay with me. Don't let me go," Jared continued, not wanting to leave the scientist's presence. "Until the ashes of Eden fall," the scientist said as Jared's mind's eye was overwhelmed with the brilliance of the crystalline city before him. "I will stay with you, here in your heart, walk with you, all the way until the end," the scientist whispered to Jared's subconscious mind as he slept. The next day would be either the beginning or the end. And so Jared awoke from his slumber, remembering nothing from the dream, except the overwhelming emotions, the joy that he felt. Section break. Jared sat before the console, buttons shining bright red, burning through his soul. Delicate wiring sprawled across the box containing the device. "It's all in your hands, Jared," the scientist whispered into his ear, on the other side of the cosmic ether. He was unseen, but certainly not unfelt by this man, who was in such a seemingly precarious position. The fate and survival of countless eternities in the hands of someone who seemed so unimposing, so unimportant. The scientist knew better. He had seen better. In this infinite moment, where the scientist had spent countless lives brooding over yet another apparent impossibility, this man could change his mind. Jared's hands began to tremble violently, palms pouring sweat to his skin's surface, as if founts of his life essence in rebellion against his terrible choice. At the intersection between destiny and free will, fate and faith, is where Jared now found himself. Even now, as he could see before him, the lives of millions were dependent on what he did here. His masters would call him a coward, humiliate him, or worse, torture and kill him. But what was worse, he thought, to have a defamed name, or to die painfully? All of these thoughts, with which he had to contend, and which there was no more time to delay that contention. "What master do you serve?" the scientist whispered into Jared's ear. "Huh?" Jared exclaimed, now shaking more violently than ever. If it got any worse, he would inadvertently push the button one way or another. What cowardice is it truly to protect life and serve life? To protect life in service to love of your fellow man? The scientist whispered once more, slowly, deliberately, lovingly. While this startled Jared yet more, his breathing seemed to regulate. He seemed to steel his composure as the words dug into his essence. "Why would I be called a coward?" Jared thought. "This isn't the way I'm supposed to be remembered." His thoughts turning into verbalizations as the words escaped his mouth. "Life bows to me. I am the judge, jury, and executioner." These last words he said defiantly, conviction slowly waning from his voice. And that's it for this section. I'll come at you with the next one later. Love y'all. Peace.